Okay, I think we're live. Are we live? We look live.
Looking live?
Yeah, I think we are. We are live for our new day of
Think we are.
Tuesdays. Same time, just on a Tuesday. So just giving this a go, and yeah, it should be our usual time from now on. But here we are. Candlekeep Mysteries Campaign Extravaganza. Here we are, episode 11. Just before the holidays. We're gonna fit one more in. Excellent. So yeah, let's see what happened last time. I believe we finished off another mystery, allowing everyone to get to level 4. So that's very exciting. I'm sure a few things have been added to character sheets to make them that bit stronger. But yeah, it was quite a rewarding mystery for something that wasn't really given to you by the keep per se. But yeah, you got 2 magical rings, 1 ring of jumping, 1 ring of the grammarian, so hopefully we'll be getting some inventive use of that one. There was also a fancy saddle, which will be sold or used. We're not sure yet. But yeah, you kind of finished everything off with the scarlet sash, and yeah, there was some developments that certain characters will know about. But yes, we'll see how that develops for them and anyone else that gets in on it. But yeah, then you came back, you reported back to the keep, telling Genesi about what happened. He was very, very pleased and interested to hear about what you told him, and then he kind of gave you this favor that's been called in, where you have been instructed by a mining company to go look into an abandoned platinum mine in a village known as Vermelon. Very rich in platinum ore, but mysteriously abandoned. What's up with that? So yeah, you guys thankfully got another pass permission slip kind of thing to make use of the hippogriffs, so you could fly there. It took about 10 days of flight rather than 41 days of traveling by foot on the roads. So you traveled and arrived at a city. Well, no, not a city. A kind of established town called Mayrin that is kind of started off as a trade thing and kind of built itself up around there. So it's got a pretty decent market square, pop-up stalls, that kind of stuff. People come and go to sell things. But yeah, you kind of arrived, bought some wares from a maybe trustworthy magical dealer. Yeah, we'll see. The scrolls were written in crayon, but they look good.
The
Yeah,
rock still hasn't stopped spinning.
the
It's
rock still
incredible to me.
hasn't stopped spinning. Yeah, you kind of stick it in your pocket or in your bag, and you can still feel it spinning slightly, unimpeded. Yeah, but yeah, then you kind of headed into the inn, the Bored Weasel, as you were kind of directed towards the owner of that fine establishment, as they seemed to potentially know something about Vermeulen. So you kind of got lodging there and then spoke to the innkeeper, Lucas. I believe we had a handout. I'll throw that out again, just a moment. Oh no, are these links broken now from the update? Maybe. It's an old man. I'll zoom in for you. There we go. This guy. Yeah, so he kind of welcomed you and then overheard that you are looking to go over to Vermeulen, and it became clear that he had indeed come from there, and he left there on not great terms. Unfortunately, his wife died, and that's where the request he has given you has come from. He wants you to place some flowers on his wife's grave and retrieve her necklace for him, which I'm not sure if I said, but if I didn't, he said that he placed it in the hollow of a large tree. Oh, you can't see anything on stream. Did I not switch the scenes? No. Ooh. there's just nothing there. Okay, I'll fix that. Hold up. Do. This one? Let me see. Just need to make sure it's the right one. No, not this one. Hold on, please. Just minor technical difficulties. Yeah, this looks like the right one. Okay, that looks okay. Yeah, there you go, you can see now. Okay, yes, where was I? Oh, thanks for the sub, Misguided_Misfits. Very nice of you. Where were we? Yes, so you have the quest given to you to place the flowers on the grave and retrieve a locket of sorts from a hollowed out part of a tree there, and yeah, that was the main thing given to you. There is a flower seller in the market that you are aware of, and then you were basically retired to your rooms for the night. Those of you who splurged a little bit to get the kind of nicer rooms, you guys woke up with inspiration, so keep that in mind. You may have lost your inspiration if I re-imported your characters, so put that on there again if you need to. Anyway, so you came down for breakfast in the morning, and Lucas came over to you and gave you a book, saying it's nothing he's ever read, but it's kind of collections of stories, kind of accounts of the events that may have led to the kind of abandonment of this place. So you may get some sort of clue if you were to read this book. Let's see.
I'd be reading it. I'm the bookish type.
Okay.
Do we want to go to the flower vendor before we head out?
Yes. In fact, I believe he gave us the money already for the flowers. If I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so, but he said he'll probably pay you back.
Oh. In that case, never mind.
Yeah, all my links for my handouts are broken. Damn it. Player handouts, books. These aren't alphabetized. Oh dear. It's fine. I'll do it in a minute. Here we go. This is the book he has given you. Boop. There you go. Yeah, so quite a simple looking book. Black cover all around, and the title, A Deep and Creeping Darkness, on the spine.
In hardback. Impressive.
Mm.
Should we go around and ask this flower vendor what flowers would be most acceptable to put on a grave here?
Oh God.
Black ones?
Well, I'm just not sure if there's a particular custom in these parts.
That is fair.
Salam, you're the flowery type. Maybe you can handle that.
I don't know what their customs are here.
All right. What would you want on your grave?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
It's a really deep question. I've never thought of that myself. Interesting.
I lean over the cane and whisper, "Catnip."
Well, that wouldn't let him rest easy.
Yeah, I'd be too excited.
Well,
I think we best be heading out now. Best catch it early in the morning.
Yeah, it's very early on.
Before we leave, why don't we ask if there's a local path up to the old mines? Something well traveled?
Well, that wouldn't hurt none.
Alright. We know at least one local who used to live there.
Mm. Yeah. Oh, and the book isn't massive, but it would probably take a fair bit of time to read through it fully.
I'll focus on it during long and short rests.
Sure.
Sounds good. Well, then we'll finish eating up breakfast and head out to the flower vendor.
Okay. Alright, so yeah, you finish your breakfast and you head on, and then you head on out. On the way out, can you make a quick perception check, please?
Great start.
Oh, my character sheet broke. 1 second.
It normally asks me if I want to do it with advantage or not, and it just rolled this time.
Mm.
Same here.
Yeah, maybe, I'm not sure if something's kind of screwed up with maybe some of the modules. Let's see.
Maybe we'll just have to press the keys.
Maybe it's this
control
one.
to control the
Hold
disadvantage and shift to advantage.
Let me push this button, and maybe this will fix it, or everything will... You might get chucked out.
I've been chucked.
Okay, that maybe should put it back, and also now you need to rejoin again, I'm sorry. But that should fix it, and you should be able to get back in quite easily. Something about cookies and having loaded it recently. Yeah, yeah, I remember, yeah, I disabled this mod because you guys liked it, asking for if it was something or something. Yeah. So yeah, that should be fine now. Okay, let me know when you're all in again, and we can get going.
Roger.
But yeah, let's just say this while you guys are learning. Why is Salam got a perception? What? Not sure if something's going wrong here with those perception rolls.
Mine was a 24.
Yeah. For some reason, the main number displayed underneath for you is 2,417. That's pretty high. Kane got 32, Azza got 63, Rollo got 1,615.
Nice. Still waiting on Foundry, by the way.
Yeah, Foundry is not loading for me.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, speak of devil.
Yeah, mine just fired up.
I can see you in the players, but I can't see you on the scene. It might be a little bit sluggish with me being streaming at the moment.
I'm now stuck at 98%.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
We're loading in the bored weasel.
Yeah, if it needs to, I could maybe pause the stream, restart Foundry. But yeah, while we're waiting for this, so basically on the way out, let's see, what were the rules? Salam and Rolo, you notice this. You kind of recognize and notice the same character kind of skulking around nearby the entrance to this establishment. The same person that tried to steal from Rolo last time, and Salam kind of stepped in to stop that last time. So you kind of notice the same guy there. Oh, it looks like you're all in.
Ah, the same guy.
Yeah, so just Rolo and Salam there. No one else notices.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
I'll
He's-
pay him no heed.
He's kind of watching you guys. Yeah.
Kane is balls deep in his breakfast.
You took it to go. Okay. Very nice. Alright, let's head out into the square, the market square.
Heck yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, you kind of head out into the square. It's a nice morning, quite chilly. Still got that morning dew knocking around. Yeah, nice chilly, crisp morning. Still very early. People are just about kind of done setting up shop for the early risers, but yeah, the market is starting to like come alive.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that guy while
Yeah.
we walk.
Sounds good.
I'm still waiting for mine to load too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, same.
Look at 99.
Okay. Maybe I might need to restart Foundry.
All right,
I
it's
don't know.
up.
Oh, you
I
guys?
don't think so. I don't think so. The last bit's always a little slow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Especially if I've got the stream up, probably.
Oh, it loaded, but all I can see is people. The town is not there.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Oh, I'm good. I see everything.
Still waiting myself.
Did you just see people first and then the town came in after, or did it all load at once for you?
They're all loaded at once.
Hmm.
I see Salam without fur.
Oh my gosh.
Oh shit!
That sounds kind of horrifying.
We
I'm
are
reloading.
Siamese.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of those, whatever they're called. Is it Siamese cat, the one without the hair?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm past 100%, but I've got the corner of a black screen with a red dot that says stream view. This one's new.
Okay.
Scrolling, I can scroll
Try
it.
deleting
Okay.
people.
Okay, I was thrown to the far end of the map, but no, I can see the town, but no people.
Okay, I'll just place people in
Oh,
the
there I am.
middle.
Right, here we go. I've got town, people, and colleagues.
Okay, how's everyone now?
it's
Good.
still just a gray screen with people on it.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, I reloaded, but I don't see anything loading.
Okay, maybe I need to... Is there a way to pause the stream? I've never had
Is there a
to.
reload button, or do you just have to reload the
You
browser?
just refresh the browser.
There we go. Now it's doing stuff for me.
Yeah, just F5 that, and it should be alright. But yeah, you step out into the market. It's more or less the same setup as you saw before. No one has come or gone yet regarding the merchants. And as I said, some of the merchants are already set up, some of them just about finished setting up, and the kind of early morning shoppers are starting to come into the market square. Although it's not really a square shape. It's kind of like a
You
potato.
know, You know, this is a good place for a town. Very defensible.
Yeah. It is a pretty good place. Any luck with those refreshes?
Yeah, I finished refreshing, but it's still just showing me tokens.
Okay, maybe we need to restart.
I think I'll be okay.
Well, we kind of need a map, at least for the next bit.
Maybe
Let-
if you
let
kill
me-
my token and give me another one now that I've loaded in, it might help.
Let me try pulling you to this scene, which is...
The stream has the map. Everyone else can just play 5 seconds or 30 seconds behind.
Okay, let's see if you guys load into this. Sorry for the delay, viewers.
What about me? Jerk apologized to me too.
No, don't push it.
Unloaded, black screen. Yep, nothing black.
God damn it. Oh wait, Azza doesn't have vision. For some reason.
That could be it.
Did I...
Human.
Oh yeah, I did re-import you. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm still just getting a gray screen, but maybe the next map will be better.
Yeah, this is the next map. So let me...
No, I'm still in town. I can see all the same people.
Why are you still over there?
I mean,
You are
shouldn't
still over...
be.
Oh no, they...
I see everyone in the mountain area. Well, not their profiles.
There we go. I see the next map.
I see it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Salam is kind of stuck on there.
I'm still loading.
Oof.
Oof, indeed.
So while loading, what you guys do in the market then?
I do not have a token with vision on this scene.
It's lying to you. Let me check your things. Let's see. Vision. Yeah, you got your 300 dim vision. So let's try placing you. Do you see?
Okay. Yeah, but
much-
all I see is me. I don't see anybody else.
How much do people normally spend on flowers? A gold piece for a thing of flowers seems okay, right?
I can't say I've ever bought a flower. Yeah, gold piece sounds right. Go fetch the flowers.
I mean, that's a big meal. Why would flowers cost more than a big meal?
Maybe we should pick up maybe like a bouquet.
There we go. I can see everybody now.
Okay.
A
Okay,
bouquet for a gold piece sounds reasonable.
I have no problem with that.
Okay, this should
As
be-
long as we're not picking up so many flowers, we'll need a cart.
Yeah, the next map works, but this one's just fucked for me.
I'm sorry to say it works for me.
I'm good as well.
Cool. Yeah, let's just
It's
keep pushing
fine.
forward.
You,
Is that
you don't
doable?
you don't really need anything on this
Cool.
scene, I think. Yeah. Hopefully, it might be a lighting mod, but we'll see. If we have any more problems, we'll deal with it. Anyway, so yeah, you head on out. Yeah, you discuss the purchasing of flowers.
So yeah, we'll pick up like a bouquet of their local customary grave flowers. However, that much will be.
You can like go out into the market square and cast your eyes around. It's relatively.
Oh, hey, the city is working.
I see the man.
just
He's
loaded
holding some daisies or something.
Yeah, you cast your eyes about and you do notice a man kind of standing, holding flowers, trying to flag people down, and upon closer inspection, you kind of see his stall is like stacked high with various flowers, bouquets, and whatnot. And Salam, did you say you can see now? Kind of.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. We're back on track. So yeah, you kind of look over and you see this fellow here.
I don't trust him. He looks too peaceful.
He's got the ears of the elf, but the nose of a gnome.
Mm.
What secrets could he have?
Excuse me, my good sir.
Whew. Hello. And who are you, fine sir?
Oh, the name is Kane. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. My companions and I, we are looking for flowers, but not just
Well.
any flowers.
Oh.
We're looking for some that are particularly beautiful, something that will be placed on a grave to show someone that they are dearly missed.
Ah. A sad bouquet of flowers then, perhaps. Ooh, typically we go for lilies. Any color, of course. Maybe the color that best represents the person being honored. But yes, lilies represent the restored innocence of the soul of the departed. Very befitting, I think.
And how much would a bouquet of lilies would be?
Usually I would ask but a silver for a bouquet. These are very good, but for the occasion I can discount the price to 5 coppers. As a sign of respect for the past and the departed.
Kane will give him a nod. It is much appreciated, and Kane will still give him a silver.
You are
Maybe
too kind.
Maybe some blues and reds?
Of course. And you'll start putting together a massive but manageable bouquet of lilies, of blues, reds, and was it blue, red, and white? Was it those kind of
Sure.
colors? Yeah. So he starts just putting them together, and it looks lovely. And he kind of bundles them all up and then ties it together, and kind of puts like some sort of covering on the bottom. And it looks like whatever the covering is has like some dampness in it, so they should be fine for quite a few days. Yeah. Yes. Here we go. My finest work, I'm sure. And he passes them over to you. Yes, perhaps, but I'm not aware of any graveyards or memorial place within this city. Where is it you are going? I'm just wondering in case I need to reinforce the longevity of these flowers in any way.
We are heading to the mines, you see.
The mine.
East.
Oh, are you going to Vermilion?
Oh, that is correct.
Sad indeed.
Have you ever been?
I was a child when my family left that place. I do not remember much, but I remember being uprooted. Perchance these are for the grave of Lucas.
Lucas's wife.
Yes. It is only myself and him who originates from there nowadays. There were others, but they have moved on in one way or another.
Do you recall how many people died in Vermilion?
It's hard to say. There was disappearances presumed to be dead, and it started off with 1, 2, and then more and more and more, and then people started leaving, started trying to resist whatever it was. No one ever found out what, but it didn't stop, and no.
Okay.
People
Thank
just
you.
left. The place is abandoned now. There should be nothing there. All I know about that area is bad memories, the surrounding wildlife, rumors of bandits, the like, that sort of thing.
Could you point us in the right direction? Get us going?
Yes, if you must. Just follow the roads. Let me see, hold on. Alright, map of Faerun. Just follow the road east, and when you reach a fork in the road, follow the road that is no longer travelled. It is beaten, unused, overgrown, and yes, untravelled now. It used to be fairly well travelled and maintained, but since the city was abandoned and no longer occupied, yes, no one really travels the path anymore.
How long of a hike are we looking at?
I believe it should take 3 days at the least. Yes, 3 days, I imagine.
Well, there's no time like the present. We need anything else besides flowers?
Your wits?
Believe
Once everyone's refreshed their rations, it did take 10 days to get here.
Yeah, I've still got a couple.
Alright.
Alright. So yeah, you do leave the town then? Or is there anything else
Yep,
you
we
want
head
to
out.
deal with? Alright, so yeah, you guys start hiking out into the wilderness. The further away you get from this village, the less of civilization you see as you kind of penetrate into the mountains. It kind of becomes very obvious that this settlement is the last kind of bastion of civilization before the mountain ranges overtake your surroundings. It's relatively easy traveling at first, but as you kind of get into the mountain areas, it becomes a lot harder. So you'll need to kind of have someone navigating at this point. You have your map of Faerun, and it was kind of etched onto there, kind of the rough area of where you would need to be heading. That's going to pull you all to that scene.
I can navigate as if it's a survival thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you kind of follow the path, which, yeah, and you after a while you come across that aforementioned overgrown, unused path heading into the mountains, and you presume that to be the one that was mentioned, and you kind of head on into there with Salam taking the lead with navigation.
Rah.
It's going to be pretty easy, but as I said, the path is unused, unmaintained, and overgrown. So, if you really fail it, you may get lost. But it's
You want me to roll?
It's going to be quite easy. But yeah, you'll need to roll.
Okay.
If you don't have advantage on it, I have survival as well and can assist.
Yeah, you can do the same as last time. Get advantage. Okay, yeah. You are able to follow this pathway. You kind of see broken flagstones underneath the kind of overgrowth, and you're able to pick your way through. Whenever you feel like you're getting lost, you kind of spend some time kind of digging through the overgrowth and finding the path that you're following, and little problems kind of happen in the first day. You travel for a time, and then it starts to get dark, and probably a good time to perhaps start camp.
Kane would take first watch.
Yeah, I'll go secondsies. Ozzy, you gonna spend some time perusing your little book?
Yeah.
Mm.
In fact, I think I might be so bold. No, never mind. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time.
Yeah, I'll say something like if you spend time reading it, each long rest on the way here, so there's going to be 2 or 3, I guess. And by the time you reach there, you probably will have a solid grasp of the story, and you'll be able to share it with your companions.
Okay. And I've got 2 hours I can spend reading, I think, unless I have to stand watch, which I probably do. In which case I take the last shift because of can't see in the dark.
That's fair. So yeah, first watch kind of starts off. Kane, perhaps you're not used to this mountainous surrounding or something, but you find your senses kind of overwhelmed by this sudden change in environment, and you don't do a very good job in oh dear, you don't do a very good job of kind of your watch. Thankfully, nothing really happens.
All right. Once my watch is over, I'll go ahead and wake up Rolo.
Okay.
Cool. Rilla will pop up and he'll kind of slip out a little bit outside of the camp and slip on his mask and just kind of keep watch.
Okay.
Oh, jeez. Now my roll 20 mod isn't working. Let me do it from here.
Everything's falling apart. Okay, 14. You kind of carry out your watch admirably, and you kind of listen intently to the kind of sounds of the forest at the night. You hear the odd kind of rustling of what you presume to be wildlife, but nothing seems to approach your camp. And yeah, your watch finishes.
Cool. Yeah, I will take my mask off as I get back into camp. Lightly wake Salam and get some sleep.
Mm.
I can't even see dice rolling.
Oh no.
Maybe if
You rolled a 13.
maybe if
I see that. I can't see them on the screen. I see where the numbers pop up, but
yeah,
Okay.
these are old tokens, so that might be why. No, I don't.
Chadwick has finally done it. He's deleted all of us.
I don't know if that helps. Anyway, yeah, you rolled 13, so yeah. You kind of gaze out into the darkness, keeping a steady and silent watch throughout the kind of ending of this night time, and you kind of make out the kind of nocturnal creatures kind of starting to make their way back to their homes and nests, and after that there's like this eerie silence that kind of washes over your surroundings. And
okay. I'm gonna cast Vigilant Blessing on myself before I forget.
okay. Yeah, your watch finishes.
Okay, I'll wake up Azza.
Alright.
Just
Glad to wake up.
kind of kick him in the ribs to wake him up.
A lovely awakening, I'm sure.
Aw, soft paws.
Okay, so yeah, you get on up and kind of post up by the kind of smoking campfire that kind of burns throughout the night and has kind of pitted out.
Alright, here comes that natural 20. Close enough.
12. Okay, so you kind of start your watch off, kind of still a little groggy from the sleep, but you're waking up gradually. Perhaps you have like a canteen of something to help you wake up, something warm. Maybe you get the fire going again and start brewing some coffee or something to help you through your watch. But yeah, as you're kind of brewing this coffee, you don't notice until it's quite late, but you kind of hear some kind of clinking and the kind of soft footsteps of someone walking not too far off, but a little bit down the road, and you kind of look up to see someone traveling or just walking along the road. And they're coming in your general direction, and they seem to be paying no minds to anything around them, perhaps lost in their thoughts. It's quite hard to tell though, as they've got a hood. They haven't in that token, but yeah, they've got a hood up, covering like obscuring like the upper part of their face. Yeah.
I go to the edge of camp, in his direction, and if he gets 30 feet of me, I'm gonna order him to halt. Elsewise, I'm just gonna let him go about his life.
Okay, so yeah.
He's suspicious, but he's not my problem. Unless
Okay.
he becomes my problem.
Okay, so yeah, let's say you kind of camped just off the path. So if he continues, he will kind of go past your camp. So he gets to that kind of 30 feet area, and yeah, do you call out to him?
Yes. Halt.
Yeah.
Who travels this early in the morning?
Good morning. Just a traveler and seller of goods, stranger. Who are you to ask me such a thing, though?
The man on watch in guard of 4 souls.
Ah, a noble deed, I'm sure. I am just passing through. A traveling merchant of sorts, if you will. Perhaps I can interest you in something. And he opens up his long kind of jacket cloak, and kind of you see an assortment of bottles and other kind of pouches and stuff in just like a near limitless supply of pockets on the inside of his jacket. He also has a hefty rucksack.
Yeah, I see.
We're all awake, right? And kind of like breaking down camp and stuff.
I don't know. Are you early risers?
I don't know. You mentioned something about us like putting on coffee and whatnot.
I think that was just Azza. As
Gotcha.
as at the end of his watch, he kind of brewed some coffee. But perhaps the smell of coffee might be rousing the rest of you.
I'd say I'm still asleep.
I'm not trying to like raise the alarm, but I am having a verbal conversation if someone feels like that would wake them up.
Yeah, I definitely would wake up with my passive perception.
Yeah. Okay, Salam. You kind of, yeah. The guy isn't kind of trying to quiet his voice at all. So yeah, Salam. You'll stir and kind of hear a conversation going on at the edge of the camp.
Well,
So the person kind of gestures to the contents of their jacket and says, "So, are you buying or selling?"
I have no coin for you, traveling merchant, but tell me what you have, and if it would interest my companions, I might deign to wake them.
Oh, that is a tall order to request. A list of my inventory that is vast and unique. But yes, I have an assortment of potions, general supplies, the odd weapon or two. It depends, really. on the size of your purse.
Mine is small and light, fit for a traveler. The others, though, might have interest in magical trinkets.
I have a
Perhaps more,
few.
perhaps more along the lines of tools and weapons and scrolls and spells.
Well, I may have some, I may not. But buying and selling is what I do, and if they are interested, well, I'm here. And you may not get another chance.
Stay there. And I will wake. I will wake them. If they do not wish to speak with you, I will not argue with them.
Fair, fair. All's fair in coin.
I turn around and I walk back towards camp, frequently looking over my shoulder to check up on this suspicious merchant.
He grins at you.
And I'll wake up Kane first. He's oftentimes interested in these little magical pieces of equipment.
Yeah. Salam is also kind of stirring and getting up.
Yeah, I'm sitting upright looking at you.
In that case, I don't need to wake you then. But as I pass, I suppose it would be fortuitous of me to gesture over my shoulder with a thumb and say, "A suspicious merchant is offering his wares. If you're interested in potions or such, he's making offers." Before getting to Kane and waking him, or just light shake on the shoulder. "Oi, Kane, would you be interested in buying anything this early in the morning?"
Oh, what are you trying to sell me as bread or something?
Potions, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
hear a
my
voice.
bearings is off.
You hear a voice from far off say, "I have bread if that's what you're after."
He has bread.
Well, it is a good day. Oh, make sure we wake Rolo. He might be interested. So, my good sir, what items do you think will fancy a group like us?
Well, he'll kind of look you all over. Perhaps some potions to cure some wounds, or some scrolls to ward off evil, or maybe even remove a curse. I also have gear and weapons.
I want to insight check when he mentions curse.
Okay. Okay. So you're kind of eyeing him, and his eyes kind of glance over to you, and you kind of lock eyes with him. And yeah, he kind of winks at you. This guy might know something. You don't know.
Right?
He kind of winks at you when you kind of eye him suspiciously when he mentions curses, and yeah, he kind of winks at you.
Okay.
So tell me, and how much do these your scrolls and sorts go for?
Yeah. A fair price. It depends what level of magic you're after.
Rolo, do you still have your health potions?
Rolo kind of roll out the sleeping bag and kind of shrug to the question as he clears out his eyes. Maybe, but who the fuck is this? What kind of merchant walks a worn road or an unkept road that's not used anymore to a dead town?
Where's he coming from?
He just came from the road that You were traveling down.
Like from Vermilion or from the
You're-
other place?
You're not sure. He just came down the road. He came in the direction you were heading, so he may have come from Vermilion or from somewhere else connected to this road.
In
Or
a Vermilion-ish direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, where are you coming from?
I come from the previous customer, wherever they may be. I travel the lands selling my wares. Yes. Wherever there is a bargain or sale to be made, I'll be there.
You don't have issues with bandits. We heard that there's bandits all over this area.
Ah, yes. Bandits. I've had my fair share of them. They're never successful. Haven't ran into any here, but I am aware. They should be knocking around somewhere.
And what is your name, by the way?
Just call me the Traveling Merchant.
The dinner do business with him concluded quickly. And Rollo will kind of just look out into the woods and walk away from the man.
So, how about that bread? And he kind of reaches into his back pocket and he kind of pulls out like this loaf of bread, and as soon as you see it, you can just get that smell of freshly baked bread. And it's quite early, and you're relatively high up, so it's cold, so you can see this bread kind of steaming slightly as if it's just come out the oven.
I'm sorry, you pulled that piece of bread out of where? Must have been uncomfortable to hold it wherever you were holding it.
My pockets go deep, good sir.
Well, no offense, but you can keep your pocket bread. Perhaps do you have health potions?
A health potion, of course. And he breaks the bread in two and then pulls out a potion of health from within it.
Okay, this is getting ridiculous. I've read enough stories to know not to make a deal with any travelers like this.
I assure you, this is legitimate.
Someone have any holy water? Look at Salam.
Yeah, before he even says that, I'm casting Detect Evil and Good.
Okay. Yeah, so he kind of looks over at you and kind of raises his eyebrows and says, "Feel free, I've got nothing to hide." And yeah, you kind
I
of
want to insight check that.
So yeah, Salam, you cast your spell. Kane peers towards this man. As far as you can tell, he doesn't seem to care in the least that Salam is casting a spell.
Alright, well, I'll take one of those health potions that you have there. How much would you sell them for?
Health potions. What say you, 50 gold pieces? That's a fair price. I do offer for trade as well. Trade of other goods or coin.
How about we say 45 gold pieces?
I'm afraid my prices are final. You're welcome to go down the road to the next potion shop, but I assure you, you'll be walking for a while.
Can we give him the 50 gold pieces for the health potion?
Okay, yeah, you approach him and exchange your coin for that potion of health. Salam, so yeah, you cast Detect Good and Evil. You get no evil vibes, no good vibes coming from this guy at all.
Okay, so he's not.
He is.
He's not an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend, or undead.
No, he's some dude.
Okay.
But, you know, there's probably, you know, he's probably just not a guy.
He's a legendary arc wizard.
Don't know about that.
What other
If
kind
we-
of potions do you have, Traveler?
I have most of the common ones. What did you have in mind?
Wondering what you had.
I have healing potions. I even have a few greater healing potions if you're looking to do something extra dicey. Poisons, potion of fire breath knocking around. Got a potion of growth or two in here too. What else? What else? Yeah, how about this one? Put some meat on those bones. Potion of giant strength.
Ooh, how much for that?
Hill giants. Yeah, a hill giant. Took me a while to get enough giant out of that one. Yeah, I'm afraid that's gonna be a little bit more pricey though. What say you for 350 gold pieces? So, potion of hill giant strength.
What's the strength on that? 21?
Let me double check. Potion of hill giant strength. 21 for 1 hour.
Is quite tempting, Traveler, but alas, I am saving up for plate mail.
Ah. I think I left my plate mail in my other jacket. Perhaps our paths will cross again when you have the coin. Anyone else?
Nope, I'm good.
How about you? And he looks over to Rolo. Any bolts for your crossbow?
Keep moving.
Alright. Perhaps another time. Anyone else? Final call?
It's been a pleasure doing business with you.
The pleasure's all mine. I appreciate the payments. And the lack of hostility.
It has been a pleasure, sir. You travel safely now.
I will, and you too. Sure about that bread? It's fresh.
I try to make it a habit not to eat things that come out of people's pockets. No offense.
Well, if you insist. Farewell, strangers. And
Farewell.
he'll turn and walk down the path you came. He's walking quite slowly.
Alright, can't we just pack his stuff up and see if everybody's ready to start moving?
Yeah. Yeah, so you start packing up and you kind of see him kind of walking down the road, but at some point you take your eyes off him, and then when you look up again, he's just gone.
Well, Azza, I think this might best serve you, and I'm gonna hand Azza the potion I just bought.
Oh, no, no. Yes, it would, but no.
No, why not?
That man creeps me the hell out. That potion came out of bread.
It's a
So you-
potion.
There's still some crumbs on it.
So you're afraid of the potion?
I'm afraid for my soul.
You all are too trustworthy. Or trusting,
man.
I should say.
That man was creepy.
He did definitely have creepy vibes.
There are stories about deals with the devil that go like that.
Rolo finished packing up his shit.
Okay.
You'll finish up, and I'll keep watch.
Okay. So yeah, you finish
Whoa.
your watch. There's nothing else, and everyone's able to pack up and kind of have some breakfast rations to get ready for the rest of today.
Munch, 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 munch.
Okay. Very good. So yeah, you guys push on into the mountains. Okay. Do you want to do a survival check to navigate?
Kane would just keep his eye out for any kind of animal life.
Okay. Sounds good. Salam. Yeah, you have no problem like finding your way. But yeah, the path is getting harder and harder to kind of follow. But yeah, let's go over to here. Where are we? So I believe
Mountain area.
the mountain area.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I can see the map again.
That wonderful 98%.
Is it
There.
still kind of bugging out for you?
I'm still stuck on gray screen.
Okay. Maybe I need to restart Foundry or something.
I can try reloading, but
Yeah, try that. If it doesn't work, I'll have to restart Foundry.
I'm good.
I'm good. Now, is it dark? Because I've only got 60 feet of vision.
No. Hold on.
My human eyes, they can't see more than a stone's throw.
Sight should be
Should have
unlimited.
ate your carrots.
Let's see.
Carrots are gross.
Okay, maybe like this. Let's just do that.
Lovely map.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm really loving the aesthetics with Foundry.
Excellent. I'm sure the devs would be happy to hear that. Any look, Salam?
nope.
Okay. I'm gonna close Foundry down then, and hopefully you guys can rejoin. Okay. So
We're
let's.
being bashed to
Oh,
this shadow
it just
realm.
loaded.
Okay. Luckily, I didn't.
Out of nowhere, it just loaded.
I hit the escape button, but didn't close it down. So yeah. Hopefully things are alright. So you can see everything now. Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, you kind of like push into this one area. The road is fast, very fast disappearing. Perhaps there was, let's see, you're coming from this area. So the area kind of like, the path goes to here, but you presume perhaps there used to be a bridge of sorts. There's kind of like what looks to be kind of holes or disturbed earth where there used to be kind of posts, and yeah, you kind of need to make your way across this ravine here. Yeah.
What's the
around.
ravine, you say?
Ooh, and that was 10 perception
sorry.
from Kane.
Go ahead. Oh, that was just for me looking for animals and stuff.
Yeah. So let's say you need to get over to this part here, which is, unless you want to, and well, I suppose you could go closer, but you'd be at a lower point. To kind of cross and be at the same elevation, you'd need to get to, let's say, this point where you can see that thicker black line there. So you could go to a closer area, but you'll be at a lower elevation. If that were to, perturb you in any way.
I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on Kane. So for the next 8 hours, you have a D8 to all your initiative rolls.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. Thank you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
For those of us with with good, with good, uh, 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 with lower body strength, I think that rock right there would be a good place to jump off from. We could, and I shift my finger over, and we could probably land right there with only some mild jarrings of the ankles and knees.
Let's see. So it will be lower elevation. I didn't think too much about this. It's probably that far across, but it's probably like, let's say, it's 30 feet down if you were to jump down onto this section here.
30? Oof.
Yeah, so it's a bit, yeah.
That's a few points of damage.
How fast is the water going?
It's moving, but you probably wouldn't get swept away, I think.
I mean, it's only like 5 feet across.
So let's say here, and then you jump across here. So it's a bit more than 5 feet. It's like.
Well, I mean, just going from like the bank to the bank.
How do you
Yeah,
describe
the bank,
this area?
the water is way down there. So there is the bank, and then so that brown area is the river bank. Going up for quite a bit, you have the next kind of set of rocks down here, and then you have 30 feet above of that, which is the kind of set of rock height that you are at yourselves.
In your opinion, from here to here, how big is the drop?
Is that like cliff face, right?
Yeah, that's
That like brownish area.
Yeah, that's probably like a cliff face, so it's probably quite a significant drop down, I would say. Let's see.
I failed that jump then.
Yeah. If you failed that jump, it probably wouldn't be great. But yeah, 30 feet down to this bit, and then a substantial drop down into the river from there. It's kind of like a river has eventually cut its way through the mountain to form this thing. It ain't no Grand Canyon, but you know, it wouldn't be good to fall down.
I have an idea, but I'd like to hear everyone else's ideas first.
Well, I'm at a loss unless we somehow tie some rope across or something.
Chadwick.
I mean,
Oh, continue.
I was just gonna climb down and then jump across the bank and then climb back up.
That would take quite a while.
Okay.
But yeah, you can do that.
That's definitely easy for you. Chadwick, you showed me a levitation spell before. How long can you keep that up?
That's a good question. Let's see.
How much weight can it hold?
Levitation. Levitate. So one creature or loose object of your choice that you can see within range rises up vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration. The spell can levitate. A target weighs up to 500 pounds.
Okay, what scares me about that is
you'd need.
I'll just say what I'm thinking. Levitate a rock. One person at a time grabs hold of it, and then someone pushes the rock across. But if it's 20 feet up, when it goes over the thing, is it just gonna drop until it's another 20 feet off the ground? Because that's not gonna work.
So it would. I would say it can go up 20 feet, and then you would like push it, and then it would float across, and it would maintain that kind of height. It wouldn't immediately just rocket down to the river to 20 feet above the river. That would be a little crazy, unless that's how it's meant to work, but I'm saying it's not. So yeah, so
that's my idea.
So
you find a rock big enough to hold on to, and we levitate that. What Chadwick showed me was you couldn't control it, but it was free to push. So someone on either end just pushes it back and forth.
It's only up to 500 pounds.
Yeah, so it's up to 500 pounds. So if you get on top of that rock, I don't know how heavy rocks are as well. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, well, regardless,
I don't think
if you add weight onto that, yeah.
I don't
Chadwick,
think 500 pounds.
Can you get yourself across, Chadwick?
Safe.
Chadwick could definitely. if he just levitates himself, we can push him across.
Yeah,
Isaac, can you jump across?
I could
Yes,
do that.
the ring will certainly help me do that. Although I'll take quite a tumble on those low rocks.
I can get myself across just fine, and I think the rest of us can as well. And then Rolo will look at Kane and Salam.
Oh, getting across might be a bit difficult for me.
It's not.
Let me check levitate a bit further.
Depending on how many times you can cast levitate, Chadwick, it might be easy. It might be just as easy as giving everyone a little push.
Well,
I mean,
Kane and Chadwick shouldn't equal up to 500 pounds, so maybe we could do the rock idea with those two, and then the other three of us can just make it across on our own.
Yeah.
so Chadwick will kind of. I can do the levitate. Yeah. Maybe if I hold on to Kane, and we could float across if you give us a big enough push. But I don't know if you know this, but I'm not particularly strong, so what if my grip was to slip? Kane would take a bit of a tumble. Oh, no
I could sit on
rocks.
top of you and have my mage hand push us across.
I don't know how what's the poundage that a mage hand can carry?
I think it can only.
I think it's
I
like
can only
5
carry
pounds.
5 pounds.
Yeah,
I thought it was 10, but then again, isn't like levitate like an anti-gravity? Wouldn't the thing become effectively weightless?
Oh yeah, 10. I can't carry more than 10 pounds.
But if it's just a push
But,
of
yeah, for pushing,
effectively
I
a
don't know.
weightless object.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be weightless. Yeah, I mean, we can try.
Sorry, I tried to put the info up and it didn't go up.
Okay.
I get it.
That kind of gets around what I was thinking. But yeah, so yeah, Kane kind of like comes. I mean, Chadwick comes to Kane and kind of holds his arms out. All right, let's give it a go. Hold on.
Alright, Kane holds on to him, casts mage hand, and we'll have it push us slowly across.
So
as
he kind
we
of like
float.
just bear hugs you, but you're not confident in his bear hug. And then he kind of closes his eyes and starts mumbling
Really, I
and
could
muttering
just-
to himself.
Rope you to him.
It sounds like they're already going.
Yeah,
we're going. We're floating already.
and then he kind of you kind of feel the air start to swirling around you, and then you kind of feel this weightlessness kind of descend upon Chadwick, and he kind of kicks off the ground slightly, and you kind of hear him start to grunt and struggle under the weight of Kane. Okay. So yeah, you use the mage hand to kind of push yourselves across. Okay. So it's a mage hand, so it's not particularly strong. So it's incredibly slow going. So yeah, let's say you get about halfway across, and Chadwick starts to grunt and struggle to keep a hold of you. So let's do a strength check for him to maintain his grip.
Well, I wonder if this is a terrible idea.
Oh, so Chadwick suddenly loses his grip on you, Kane, and you start to fall. He doesn't want you to fall, so he's going to grab out at you, and you're going to grab out at him. Can you make a acrobatics or dexterity check, please, to kind of grab onto him? Okay. Let me say there instead. So you start to fall, and everyone at the cliff face sees this happening. Does anyone have anything they could do to try and save Kane?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the Ring of the Grammarian
Ooh.
to cast
Ooh.
Lift of alacrity.
Ooh, lift of alacrity. Okay. So, what spell is this modifying?
Gift of alacrity.
Okay. So yeah, what does? Can you put that in chat so I can have a read of the original spell, and then kind of tell me what you're aiming for this to do?
Yeah, the original spell just gives you a 1d8 to initiative for 8 hours.
Okay.
So what I was trying to have this one do is just like lift him up.
Okay.
Just so he doesn't fall.
So.
Like I would like stop him like close to the water probably.
So what I'm gonna say is, so you kind of see him start falling, and he's still up in the air. So you cast this lift of alacrity, and you get to kind of shunt him in a direction for 1d8 squares. So roll a 1d8.
I've clicked roll like 5 times now.
We're about to get just beat with mad dice.
In did you click that in D&D Beyond or on?
No, just on
On the
Foundry.
Mac? Oh.
Did you use the dice tray? Because that's not really working, I think.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to use.
Yeah, it puts the command in, but when you hit the roll, it doesn't do it. So you need to go into the text box and hit enter. Okay, so you can shunt him or lift him in any direction up to 7 squares.
Okay, I'll send him to that square then.
Okay, so
5 feet, nice.
Kane starts falling, and you kind of just get right into action. You clench your fist where you are wearing the ring, and you channel its power into yourself, and you cry out the spell, but as you do the incantation, you kind of channel the power of this ring to mess with the magic that is coming through the weave there, and you reweave it into this spell. And Kane suddenly goes rocketing forwards to the other side of the cliff, and he lands. Let's say he lands and takes a little bit of bludgeoning damage. Let's roll a d6, see what we get. Okay, so you hit the ground and you take 3 bludgeoning damage as you kind of just unceremoniously kind of just pile drive into that ground. Okay, and Kane is kind of, not Kane, Chadwick is still kind of hanging there above as well, because I imagine Kane kind of lost concentration on his mage hand and that disappeared. So Chadwick's kind of like just suspended in the air. Let's say he kind of drifts a couple more feet, but he's still like, let's see, I said it was 30 feet down to that, and he's 20 or so feet in the air, so yeah, it's quite the fall if he was to stop.
Chadwick,
oh no,
don't drop the spell. I'll get across and throw you a rope.
Hang on, let me double check something. Levitate, I think otherwise, blah blah blah. When the spell ends, the target floats gently to the ground if it's still aloft. So yeah, he could float down to where he is there if he wanted, but he's wanting to get to the other side, so he says, yeah, a little help.
Yeah, I'm coming across.
Okay.
Curiosity. This point to this point, similar elevation?
No, so this point will be similar, but to get down, there's 30 feet down, and then you can jump across those to that bit here. So can I get a pencil? So like all this part, and I guess kind of this part is like 30 feet down from the area that you're on.
So if I was to make a jump from here to here, it would not be a significant drop.
It's more or less the same elevation once you're down to that section.
Just try not to break my neck.
So you just need to kind of jump down 30 feet and then jump across that gap.
I think I can probably make a couple climbs
Hmm.
this way,
Yeah,
this
that
way.
looks to be the safest way down, so it would be a pretty easy strength check to climb down there. So yeah, you just need to do a strength check to climb down to that section.
I'm just gonna start climbing down to the bank and then jump across.
Okay, so yeah. So you start
May I
climbing down.
use may I use Flex?
Yeah,
Thank you.
rock climbing's athletics, I guess. Yeah, you pretty easily get down there and kind of get to this point where you're ready to kind of leap across.
All right. As a bonus action, I squeeze the ring at my hand, feel the powers of jump
Yeah,
flow
so
through me.
you squeeze the power of the ring out and you feel your pants begin to become a little bit small as your kind of quads and your glutes and your hams start to just magically surge in size. And the pants are very tight on you now, but you kind of feel a lot of strength in those legs.
One question while he's doing that: can I use his all of his stuff as kind of like a distraction to sneak downwards as well, like towards this direction around the rock?
Yeah, if you want, if you're climbing down, you'd also need to make the athletics check. But yeah, you can start sneaking if you so wish to.
Stupid D&D BM.
So jump increases my jump distance by 3 times.
Do you still need to do a running start to do
Yes.
like that horizontal
I
jump?
I need 10 feet. I think I have it.
Yeah, you got 10 feet. Yeah, if you start there and then kind of jump here. Rollo, you're able to climb down, no problem as well.
So with 10 feet, my long jump is 17 times 3 for 51 feet.
Okay. So yeah, you're able to jump across that gap pretty easily.
Wow.
So yeah, you kind of land on over here. And you make it to the other side. Chadwick is still kind of suspended in the air. Kind of trying to swim through the air, but he's not getting anywhere.
I'll cast Mage Hand and pull him across with me.
Okay, so yeah, you cast Mage Hands and you kind of grab him by the ankle and start dragging him the rest of the way across. Again,
And the whole time he's gonna be spinning for
Okay.
almost fucking dropping me.
Yeah, so he starts like spiraling across. He's like just spinning faster and faster. Hold on.
Okay. And instead of climbing up,
He manages to hold down his breakfast. But yeah, so eventually he kind of gets to above you, and do you let him kind of spin out, or do you slow him down?
I'll help him down.
Okay, so yeah, he kind of stops the spell and starts floating on down nicely. So Salam, you're probably near the bottom of the kind of cliffside now, at the kind of the edge of the river. So you kind of jump across pretty easily. And then you kind of start your climb back up. Azza, you jump across, right?
yes.
Okay. So yeah, you kind
On
of jump.
the other
Yeah.
on the other side, I grappling hook and rope up to 30 feet.
Okay, so you use your grapple hook to help you out, kind of climb on up there. So it'll be a bit easier, but you'll still need to do an ability check.
Very fair, very fair.
Okay, so you start climbing on up, and the grapple wasn't secure, so it kind of comes dislodged, and you start to fall. And yeah, that's a critical fail. So let's see. Can you make a dexterity saving throw? It can be an acrobatics to land.
Acrobatics or saving throw?
You can do acrobatics if you want, if that's better.
You know what? Dumb question. They're the same.
Yeah. Well, so sometimes you have like a higher acrobatics score.
I do
Okay.
not.
So yeah, you fall down and you kind of hit your ass pretty hard, and you start kind of tumbling towards the edge of the cliff, and you kind of go over the edge, but you are able to grab on by one hand just about. So yeah.
Every campaign.
So yeah, Salam, you see Azza almost go careening off the cliff. Rolo, you do as well. Chadwick and Kane just hear this kind of yelp, and maybe they saw the grapple hook kind of just disappear. So,
Is there any like big rocks nearby that I could tie a rope to and throw it down?
Probably. Yeah, there'll be something.
All right, so Kane will look for rock that he could tie a rope to and then throw it down towards Salam and
Okay.
Azza.
Yeah, so you kind of secure that and you throw that down. Rolo, what are you up to?
Yeah, so after sneaking around over here and while everyone's focused on getting across and trying to get Oz up, I'm going to... I guess there's a drop right here to the south of me?
Yeah, you can climb down further.
I will just kind of walk off and transform.
Transform how?
With my ability.
The giant one?
No.
No, my other one.
The new one.
The new one. Let me have a look at that new one.
The god one?
The god.
Yeah, exactly.
The god one. Is this in your features?
For the Scarlet Sash?
Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. So yeah, you kind of drop on off and you kind of tap in to your new ability kind of thing, and yeah, you do the thing.
Yeah, and I'll just kind of skirt the cliff edges through the valley.
While you're doing that, can you also roll perception, please?
Sure.
As you're kind of like going around the edge here. So yeah, so Salam and Azza. So yeah, Azza, you see a rope kind of come slinking down. Salam, you're probably still a ways from the rope. It's only 50 feet, but yeah, eventually you'll get on to there, and that'll probably make your climbing a little bit faster and easier.
I hope the rope's not tied to a loose rock.
To a levitating rock.
Levitating.
Just comes crashing on our heads.
Okay, so
Thanks.
Rolo, feel free to kind of move in whatever way you would be moving.
So my goal is to kind of come from.
You can like use like the drawing tool to draw a path. Let's say you kind of like maybe you kind of circle. Oh god damn it! Give me here. So let's say you kind of circle around like that, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly my goal.
Okay. So as you kind of circle around the edge of it, you kind of see some commotion coming from the shrubberies. The breaking of not twigs, but like full-on thick ass branches, and perhaps even a tree being just shoved out of the way. Something big is coming.
From
over
here?
From over here. You can't see
Gotcha.
it yet, but something big is coming. Perhaps attracted by the things that have been going on here, the falling, the floating, the failing, the grappling, that kind of stuff, yeah. So the noise has attracted the attention. So yeah, you see something, or no, you hear something coming from within here. It's probably gonna kind of come out onto this kind of area here.
Yeah, with that I will round the rocks this way.
Yeah, so do you like come here and then kind of revert?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'll just start waving my arms at everyone, calling out, there's something coming from up ahead.
Okay, so it's quite a ways down, Salam, so maybe you're still just about making your way up. So let's say you got to the cliff edge here when Rolo kind of comes around, so I'll put you here if that's alright. Azza, were you climbing up to where Kane was?
Yes.
Okay, so let's
Shall I
put you
roll
here. Yeah.
Here we go. Another one. Let's do this. Close enough.
Yeah, okay, so you make it up to where Kane is, and you kind of sit down, kind of panting from the exhilaration. Salam kind of pokes up onto the cliff on the edge there and kind of makes his, kind of stands down. So you're at the same level as Rolo as he kind of comes jogging around that kind of bend there, kind of crying out that something is coming. So you have a brief moment to kind of ready yourselves before something kind of comes crashing out of the woods.
Is there anywhere for me to like hide on this level, like a rock?
Well, it's going to appear on the other side of here, so you won't see. So kind
Yeah,
you could just hide around the corner and then kind of
Gotcha.
surprise it as it comes around. As you guys will need to kind of get to the lip of the kind of cliff, the edge here, to kind of look down into that area. Yeah.
I'm gonna run over to here.
Okay, and you just peer around the edge, see what's coming. So yeah, Kane, you kind of run to the edge.
Get to there.
Chadwick will
I'm
follow
gonna,
you.
I'm gonna like low crawl to the edge to make so I won't be a massive silhouette.
Okay, so
Wait, can everyone move their tokens? Because my game's been paused since the entire time.
Oh, that's weird. I don't have a pause.
okay, I paused and
Just
unpaused. Okay.
Okay, now I can move.
Okay. All right. So you guys approach the cliff edge, and crashing out from the kind of shrubbery and trees, just appears this hulking mass of muscle and hatred and hunger as you see this large creatures. I guess as a kind of hunter, you probably will recognize this definitely as a troll. How much you know about them, I'm unsure, but yes, that's where we will roll initiative.
Big money, big money, big money.
Or I get
I
a
guess.
D8 too.
Guess
yeah.
I don't need to roll twice.
Okay. So yeah, what do I add to you, Kane? 7. So yeah, you're on 21.
Yep, 21.
Okay, let's get going. So Salam, you're up first. So just about peeking around that bend there, you hear definitely, and then you see the troll come storming out of these woods.
Move to there. I will cast Spiritual Weapon and put it like right there.
Okay. Should have it in your folder. Hold on. Should be able to control that, yeah?
Yep. $22 to hit.
Yeah, I believe that hits. Yeah.
Oh, fuck you. For 6 damage.
6 damage. Okay. Yeah,
And
so
then I will cast Sacred Flame at him. So a
Okay.
dexterity saving throw.
alright, dexterity saving throw coming up. Oh, that's an ability check. Hold on. Dexterity saving throw. Woo!
Oh, motherfucker.
So this you cast this flame and it goes shooting out towards the troll. However, it swings its large club and just no, it doesn't have a club. No, it just rips a branch off the tree and just swipes at the flames, and the flames kind of latch onto this tree, and then he just tosses it to a side. So yeah, this tree branch gets incinerated by your sacred flames. If only it had hit the troll and not that poor innocent tree branch. So no, it does not have a club as a. It's fine.
We'll get a new club. Plenty of clubs.
Alright, anything else, Salam?
Nope.
Wicked. Over to Kane.
All right, has the troll noticed me up here?
It's probably focused on Salam and the spiritual weapons, so it does not seem to have seen you.
All right. I'll start off light. I'm gonna shoot a fire bolt at it.
Okay. "21 hits for 8 fire damage, very nice. Okay, so yeah, the bolt of fire jets towards the troll and hits it square in the chest, and it kind of cries out and just rubs at this wound. As it rubs, it kind of breaks the skin even more, and you can see it smoldering ever so slightly.
And how high are we from it? Like, as in myself. From
The
Salam.
next kind of elevation down is 30 feet. So it's
All right.
30 feet to get down to the same level that everyone else is at.
All right, that'll be my turn.
All right, Rolo, you're up. So you hear a commotion going on around the bend.
All right, I will. Come around the bend. I don't think I have line of sight. I can't tell. With the shrubbery and shit.
Let me see. I think you should be alright. Maybe one more to the right. Yeah, so maybe one more to the right and you should be good. There you go. That's fine.
Cool. Yeah, I will pop out and test my skill.
Test your might.
I'll attempt to sharpshoot him and see how that goes.
Alright, so yeah. You aim for the weak point for massive damage, so you'll have the potential high damage, but you take the -5 penalty. Alright, so that's a 10. Unfortunately, yeah, that does not hit, so yeah, you send a bolt careening over. However, it misses the spot you are aiming for.
And I will kind of slap my crossbow a little bit and try it one more time.
"21 hits. Is this the? Yeah, this is still sharpshooter. All right, so 21 hits. What is your specific target on this thing?
I'd say I'm just aiming for its face.
Okay, yeah, you hit it right in the nose. This bolt just punches straight into its nose, and you kind of see it's like half buried into there, and it just like roars out in anger and pain. Kind of.
And I'll adjust the iron sights on the crossbow a little bit, and I'm good.
Okay. Okay, Chadwick is up next, so he'll kind of, staying low, similar to Kane, he'll approach the cliff edge, and he will also send out a bolt of fire. And he's gonna hit for 4 damage. Alright. Okay, so the troll will go now. So he'll kind of just, in anger, just charge forwards. Okay, he has enough movement to get over to Salam, where he will attack. First with his bite.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Oh my god.
Shit, I don't have anything to redirect the attack to.
Oh my god.
Traditions
Redirect
never
it to
die.
me. Redirect it to me. I can take it. Drops.
Anything? No? Or is it just gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm okay for now.
Oh my god. I don't. Okay. Alright, let's see what you get, Salam. 12? It's not too
That could be
bad.
far worse.
So yeah, he kind of just grabs onto you and just bites down onto your shoulder, and his teeth sink very deep, and yeah, that's probably gonna leave a scar. And then he will kind of pull his teeth out and then just rake you with his claws as well.
Oh, that hit.
For another 8 damage. And one more claw attack. Oh my god.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Okay, this one I am gonna send Az's way.
Yeah,
I'll
send
yell
this
out.
on.
I'll yell out. Prepare yourself, Azza, and
Or is this like in One Piece where Zoro takes on all the pain of Luffy?
Oh yeah.
Well, now,
of
what
course
chapter is that? 398?
I'm not sure. So 26
of course
damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, so I will. Kind of like a rift of clouds will erupt from in front of Salam, and they will kind of appear on us.
So yeah, you as the claws connect with Salam, the claws instead of like piercing deep into his flesh, kind of just pierce into these kind of little puffs of clouds, and then just these clouds appear across Az's chest, and they just like rake into him for 26 slashing damage.
Would you permit me to use my feet against this attack?
I
Just reducing damage by 3.
don't see why not, because I mean it's not a magical attack, but it's been redirected by magical means.
That is the tricky part. I'm fine with whatever your decision is.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is Azza even within 30 feet?
Probably. I'm pretty close.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't even see him, can I? He's on top of the fucking cliff.
Do you need sight?
Yeah, I need
you
sight. I need
You see
sight.
my big forehead.
Yeah, I don't know if he's standing on the cliff edge.
I'll let it slide this once
Gotcha.
because Salam's already taken one crit. let's let him escape this second crit. So yeah, but no, let's say because it's been transferred to you by magical means, Azza, your kind of resistance is not prepared in some, and it's kind of
I accept this.
yeah. So you take the full 26, unfortunately. All right.
It is a hammering blow.
Also, at the end of its turn, the troll kind of looks down at its wounds and then kind of has this brief look of confusion, and then it kind of roars out loud, very angry and perturbed. Over to you, Azza.
Oof. Well, one of my plans was to jump on the thing, but I think I die in that attempt now. So, oh, holy shit. I'll at least move forward 5 feet.
So you're at the very edge of the cliff now.
I will. He's 15 feet, but that's like if it's straight. If I use Burning Hands, would you say that I could hit him? It's a 15-foot cone.
No, since it's like 30 feet down, yeah, that's probably not gonna do it.
Fair.
I'm no math whiz. I'm pretty sure there's a formula for it, but yeah, no.
It's called the Pythagorean theorem, actually.
Something like that, yeah. No, I don't think that's gonna get there.
Okay, well, while I think about this, at least I'll take a bonus action to second wind because. Big money.
Nice.
Come on, big money. Big money!
14. Yeah.
30 feet down. Does anyone off the top of their head know what kind of damage I should expect if I just jumped?
Is
3d6.
yeah,
3d6
1d6 per 10
feet.
feet, yeah. So 3d6. If you were
It's a
to just
rough.
like raw dog it and just jump off the cliff.
And I use Blade Ward to get resistance to that, or does that have to be a weapon?
I don't know.
Resistance
I'd have to,
against dealt by a weapon attack.
yeah,
so I
that
can't.
sounds, that
I can't
sounds
Blade
about
Ward
right.
a fall.
I mean, you could give the ground one of your weapons, and then it'll be armed. Just land on the weapon. That'll work.
If only jump cushioned landings.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah.
I could definitely just jump then. Yeah.
So yeah, you need to make your decision quickly.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of
I'll
6 seconds for your bit of the action.
switch the crossbow.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
All right, you pull out your crossbow and aim, and let's see if it hits. That's a miss, unfortunately. Yeah, so you pull it out, cock the crossbow, and let it fire. And yeah, maybe,
Everyone can see I'm proficient with this weapon, but not accustomed to it.
yeah, maybe you kind of look over to Rollo to see if he noticed your attempt at his shtick.
I just
Cool,
shrug and
cool.
we're like,
I'll just tank the next 3 attacks too. Cool.
Alright, over to Salam. You're hurting.
Yeah, thanks.
Dodge is pretty useful, but yeah, then he wouldn't be able to attack.
I am going to
except
cast.
with the hammer.
Can I take my turn?
Yeah.
Gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Second level.
Ooh.
It's not gonna roll.
Yeah,
What the
you need to
fuck?
click on the healing, the button. So underneath the cure wounds it says healing fast, so click on that and it will roll the dice. 19, nice.
Very nice.
All right, and then I will move that guy there, and then I will attack with it.
13 doesn't hit, unfortunately. Double
Fuck.
check. Nope, yeah, that misses, unfortunately.
All right.
Okay, over to Kane.
Alright, seeing that as Salam's getting beat to shit by this troll, I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt at level 1 at it.
$16 hits.
And then hold on, oh, there's 2d8, there's a 1 and a 7.
So it's 13 damage, but it's of a specific type, right? Based on the roll.
Yeah, so I could choose one of the d8s to make specific. I'll make it acid damage,
Okay.
and then I'll use 1 sorcerer point to quicken spell, and I'm gonna use Firebolt on it.
Okay. So yeah, roll to hit with that as well. One damage. Alright, yeah, so you kind of focus your energies and you stretch out your hand and a bolt of energy just rockets out towards the troll. It glows green and you can see kind of little splashes and specks of energy kind of splashing away from it, and then it kind of just like just strafes right across the troll's front, cutting deep, and the wound begins to bubble and kind of smoke slightly as this energy kind of rakes itself across, and then you add a little firebolt on top of it as well. But yeah, the troll
Alright,
troll
then,
is not looking good.
For this area here, is this lower than where I'm standing?
No, I think it's the same elevation. I'll draw an edge for you so it's clearer.
I'll just step to the cliff edge so I can see straight down, and then that's my turn.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Rolo, what's up?
Okay. Yeah, Rolo will move forward a bit. And with every step he takes, he's gonna grow a bit larger.
Mm.
My hotkey isn't working, but yeah, I'm gonna use my giant smite to grow to large size.
Yeah.
And this takes up my bonus action, by the way.
Okay.
I got you, Salam.
And I will shoot.
Okay. Okay, so this is your sharpshooter as well. 19 hits, so 17 damage.
And I will,
Nice shot.
as a free action, I will trigger my fire rune. So that'll add an additional 2d6 fire damage.
Don't you get an extra d6 for being big as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, for the one of the hits, I think. Yeah, so yeah, we'll get that as well. So 4 fire and 6 massive damage.
And fire chains will erupt from the floor, attempting to restrain him for a measly DC 12 strength check.
Okay, let's see. Is that ability check or saving throw?
Saving throw, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh wow. So yeah, these chains kind of sprout up from the ground. No, they sprout out from where this bolt landed in this troll and wrap around it, binding it securely in place. So
while he is restrained by the shackles, he'll take 2d6 fire damage at the start of each of its turns, and he can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of his turns.
No movement restriction?
He is restrained.
Okay, alright. So yeah, Chadwick will step on up and see if he can finish things with a firebolt. 21 hits.
He has advantage on that. See if he crits.
Yeah. Let's see, I'll just roll another hit. No. So yeah, 2 damage. Okay. So was this damage at the start of its turn?
At the start of its turn, it takes 2d6 fire damage.
Do you want to roll that?
Oof.
Okay. Alright, so as it's kind of entangled by these kind of bindings of fire, it kind of has this mad look on its face, and it starts kind of like stretching out towards you, Salam, to get another bite. However, as it kind of lunges towards you, the bindings of fire cut deep into it, and it kind of just cuts itself up something fierce, and it trips and starts thrashing and writhing around, making things worse and worse until it stops moving and is defeated.
Thank God.
Okay, so yeah, you seems to be done. Yeah, you got this like just mangled, cut up, and burnt troll corpse in front of you now. It looks like it's been through the ringer.
How you feeling down there?
I'm good.
Jesus, I'm sorry about that, Azza.
No, smart thinking.
I'd do it again.
Chadwick is going to try and climb down.
Sure.
Yeah, Kane's gonna try to climb down to get to everybody else.
I'm just gonna try to climb
Chadwick
down,
gets about 10 feet down and then falls.
Oh no. Give him the cursed teal potion. No! Why? Why do I suck at climbing? It's proficient.
Okay, so Chadwick
all
kind of hits the
fall.
ground. You go to step to the edge to take a climb down, and the edge of the cliff
First.
just gives way beneath your feet, and you fall the full height and take 10 damage as you just hit the floor.
Ah, jeez.
Kane,
If I was gonna fall
climb-
anyways, I should just jumped on the troll.
Yeah, Kane, you start climbing and you fall similar to Chadwick, so you take 4 damage. So you guys kind of sit down to start kind of recovering from this, and then just like 3 bodies just hit the floor next to you, just like one after another.
This place is cursed.
Yeah, Chadwick kind of picks himself up and kind of limps over to you, Salam, and says, "Oh, how are you doing? Oh god, that's gonna hurt in the morning."
Oh, I'm fine.
Are you sure? He kind of looks you over and maybe sees that some of your kind of clothing has been kind of scuffed up by the troll bite, so he'll kind of cast mending to at least, you know, fix up your clothing and have you looking dapper and sharp.
A seamster as well. Is there anything you can't do?
Climb down a cliff, apparently. He's kind of rubbing his ass where he fell.
Common problem.
I heal myself for 4 points.
Okay.
May I examine this green abomination? Roll a nature check to see what might be worth, I don't know, its liver?
It's pretty cut and smashed up, but yeah, you could probably salvage some parts from it. Yeah, do a nature check. 19. Let's say, yeah, you're able to salvage some of its parts, perhaps the liver, some of the teeth, and something else that's of worth. Wasn't like troll hearts meant to be good for something. Yeah.
I heard a legend once that if you eat it, you
Yeah.
can get back a few years of your life.
Apparently, yeah. All right, yeah. So you're able to kind of harvest a few parts that could be sold at a later date, and you kind of dust yourselves off and kind of carry on traveling.
You gonna carry that liver with us? You know it's just going to rot, right?
Yeah, that's a fair point.
I was gonna eat it.
Gross. But yeah, you can eat that. Troll liver's probably extremely flavorful and big.
Listen, it's probably just a legend that doesn't actually exist, but
An old wives' tale.
Perhaps.
as long as it doesn't kill me, can't harm me.
Are these things solitary creatures? Do they travel in packs?
Is it alright if I reference a little bit of Volo's Guide to Monsters?
Yeah, you can probably say some little snippets.
They occasionally side with gnolls, and part of their warband, but they are generally supposed to be solitary.
Yeah,
There's also legends about them living under bridges, but that's also a wives' tale.
yeah. The only time you would have heard of trolls being together is when they're about to fight. Perhaps one of them one might try to work with another, but it lasts a couple of days before and then they're kind of at each other's throats. So yeah, most of the time they won't be together unless it's very strange circumstances.
I would say keep your eyes and ears out for gnolls, but if but the gnolls would probably be around if it had sided with them already.
Got
Okay.
it. Keep your eyes peeled.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah. So you kind of continue through the mountain in the direction of where you presume Vermilion will be. I think we've got a crash.
Do we?
I think Swizz has crashed. Are you still in Discord?
Yeah, Salam crashed.
Salam's crashed. Okay. Hopefully we'll get him back soon. Let's take a quick toilet break, perhaps.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I clicked on something and then
Ooh.
my Foundry crashed, my Discord crashed, and then my computer was frozen.
Are you doing all right with your voice?
No, I'm like sick.
Oh
Oh
dear.
no.
You're all fucked up in the game.
It's carried over.
If you
Hopefully,
get crit in the game, you get crit in real life.
hopefully you'll be able to carry on for the rest of this session. Let's see. Are you back in Foundry yet?
No, it's still loading.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
You can continue though.
Okay.
It'll load soon.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys continue kind of your way through the path that you're headed. A few of you are a little bit beat up, more so than before. But yeah, you kind of. It starts to get dark though, and you start thinking of looking for a good place to camp out for the evening. Okay, so you kind of start heading in, looking around for somewhere that might be suitable. Yeah, maybe we can get a survival check.
Yeah, I mean, if I could load in, I would. Oh, it's just loaded in.
Good catch on Kane, by the way. Sharp thinking.
Oh, sharp with what?
I meant Salam. Saving you from a deadly fall.
Wait, what?
Oh, yes, that was very creative, Salam. I appreciate it.
Ah, I remember now. Yeah,
Of course.
very good.
All right, survival check.
I thought you had cracked your head open when you hit the ground, but you seem fine.
I was ready to look for a new magician.
Okay.
Hey, don't count me out yet.
Not quite.
26. Yeah, that's very good. So you kind of.
roll. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
can.
did.
You got 26.
26.
Okay.
So yeah, you start kind of looking around for somewhere that would be ideal, somewhere safe, somewhere kind of off the roads where you won't be disturbed, and kind of an ideal area. So you kind of like start looking around and pushing into the kind of wooded area, and then as you do this, you kind of step on out into a large open area that is already occupied with what looks to be a camp.
Hopefully not moles.
Sorry, while we were on the way there, I was going to cast Vigilant Blessing on myself again.
Mm-hmm.
All I can see is myself.
Let's just replace everyone.
Let's see. I am currently gray. Perhaps that'll fix itself.
Okay, I can see our party now. There's nobody in the camp, though, if they're supposed to be.
Okay, let me just make it so everyone can see.
Oh, hey, I think I've used this map before.
Yeah? Okay, there we go. So yeah, you kind of step on out suddenly into a large open area, and this looks like a good place to camp, so much so that someone has already set up more than just a kind of one night camp, but it seems to be something that's quite permanent, and you can't see anyone at the moment, but yeah, it seems to be very quiet here. You'd expect it to be occupied.
You can find a different camp.
I think I made this thing
Kane's
too
gonna start
large.
moving up.
Yeah, maybe the scale of this is a bit off, but it's fine.
Giants. Hopefully the friendly kind.
Yeah, this is people-sized stuff. I mean,
Sorry,
like
I was-
human. Not yeah.
Sorry, just a bad joke.
No, I got it. No giants here though. Yeah, you can't see anyone or anything moving around.
Apologies. Can you... While my thing's loading in, could you move me up with Kane?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Looking at the status of the camp, does it look like if it was attacked, is there a bunch of things sprawled out, or does it look like someone just kind of left everything?
Roll perception.
I'm just kind of looking around to see if I can see any people or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that might be hidden or something like that.
Roll perception as well. If you're actively searching for that. So yeah, Kane, you can't see anything amiss, and Salam, you can't see anyone anywhere hidden or otherwise.
Rilla will hang back, just kind of scanning the edge of the forest.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, is anybody here?
You're greeted with silence.
Well, it seems as if we are the only souls in this area.
Strange, I don't like this.
Kane will walk up to where's this where a fire was?
Yeah.
He'll kind of walk over, put his hand by as if it's hot or anything or warm.
No, there's no residual warmth at all.
No, well, it doesn't look like this is recent.
Yeah.
Hold up, what's happening over here?
Let's say it's some spilled food. It's not blood. Perhaps there was some nice soup or something, and it's been kind of spilled and it's kind of seeped and stained into the woods, into the wooden table.
I want to go around the camp and see if there's any like a mass of like footprints like leading out of the camp any way, like if they like abandoned camp and headed a certain direction or something like that.
Yeah. Roll perception as you kind of do that.
Wouldn't that be survival for tracking?
Oh, yeah, if you're looking for kind of tracking, that does make sense. Yeah, survival.
Why don't we also light the fire so it creates enough smoke that we don't surprise them when they come back? If they come back.
So 17, as you kind of circle the camp, you don't really come across any fresh tracks. You kind of maybe come across like the odd kind of track of maybe humanoid, animal, or something else that has come in or out of the camp, but maybe a long time ago. There's no kind of sign of a large group of people having left the camp recently or something like that. It seems abandoned.
Curious.
I'd be hesitant to light a fire. We don't know if there's undesirables out there.
Well, then we need to decide if we're going to stay here, because then we'll want a fire, or move on.
We don't necessarily need a fire to stay somewhere. I feel like lighting a fire after that troll is a bad idea. If there's more stuff like that around, it'll be a beacon right to us.
Yeah, I'd second that. I mean, if there's nothing for us here, maybe we should just move on. Maybe, I don't know, I'd hate to try and rifle through belongings if people are just gone but coming back.
At this point, it's getting quite dark now. It's time for you to like make camp. You could use this or kind of go on a little bit, but yeah, it's getting very dark.
Gotcha. I don't know, I think maybe we just move on a tiny bit, get out of this camp and camp nearby.
Yeah, you could travel at the moment. You could use your kind of night vision. What's it? It's gone from
Dark vision.
Yes, thank you. Dark vision. You can use dark vision to help at some point, but there is without any other light source, it will still be quite hard. So it would help if you lit a torch, but you'd probably manage just about with dark vision. Eyes of the Dark. Ooh.
Maybe this place is as good as any. Yeah, what do y'all think?
It's defensible. The wagons and such make a perimeter.
Team?
I must agree with Azza. Plus, if it starts to rain or anything, at least we have these tents here to protect us from the elements.
All right. I'm fine with it as well then.
I'm not really a fan of staying in this camp, but if that's what we're gonna do, then so be it.
We won't light the fire if that makes you feel any better, Salam.
Yes, please don't light a fire.
That will make it hard for me to see.
How about you take first watch then?
I'll do my best.
I got faith in you, Asa. You sure you don't want this potion now?
How broke am I? Pretty broke.
I
Fine.
purchased it for the group, and I figured since you or Salam are usually up front more than most, it would benefit one of you more.
Did you say you're in need of funds, Oza?
No, I didn't actually, but I'll keep you in mind.
Sure, no, I misheard. I'm sorry.
Fine. If I'm cursed, I'm blaming you.
Oh, you'll be fine. Don't worry, darling. Kane's gonna hand it over to him.
I'll take the clearly cursed magic potion and I'll drink it because
What,
I
right
am
now?
right now because I
Okay.
am fairly hurt.
You're gonna
Okay.
use it right now?
Everyone's telling me like I'm opening. It's like don't use it now. It's like
Yeah, don't
Oh,
use
okay.
that now.
because I'm pretty hurt. If something surprised me, I'll probably go down.
I mean, if something surprises you. It's your call.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, lid's back on.
If anything surprises you, just yell really loud,
I'll-
girlish like even.
My last breath will be one of a banshee's.
Lovely. Okay. So yeah, everyone else kind of sets up for sleep, and yeah, turns in for the night as Azza starts his watch. Okay.
Shall I make a roll?
Yeah. Okay.
Fail me, please.
Wow, Kane's struggling to settle on a place to sleep.
I really am though.
Yeah. So as people kind of settle in for night, Salam, you find it quite difficult to fall asleep. You're not sure whether it's Kane's wandering of trying to find a place to sleep or something else kind of nagging you in the back of the head. You can't quite shake this feeling of uneasiness, but eventually you do kind of fall asleep. And Azza, you kind of watch everyone kind of settle in and then kind of just stare out into one specific spot for your watch. And that spot is void of threat and everything else. But yeah, if there was something else going on around you, you wouldn't have known. But that one spot you're looking at is really you know everything about that one single space. Yeah, let's say
Good
that
to
one.
know.
That one there. That space is okay. Every other square on this place, you're not entirely sure.
I have every microbe.
Mm.
Understood. Okay, I see. It's rolling and I can't see it.
Alright, but yeah, nothing seems to come out to have a go at you guys during this.
Alright, who wants a second watch?
No, I'll take it. That's fine.
Alright, Kane will take third. Salam, you want to take last?
Sure.
Okay. Roll your perceptions. Okay, 12, that's decent, yeah. You kind of hear the goings on of the nocturnal creatures around you, but nothing seems to stray into the camp. If anything comes near here, it's only just about. The local creatures seem to be avoiding this area as far as you can see. And the same for Kane as well. So yeah, last watch comes for Salam. So yeah, Salam, you're woken for your watch, and you wake up very quickly and easily, as if you weren't really fully asleep, but you still got your rest. So yeah, you wake up easily and take up your watch and rolls. Yeah.
After just a little bit, I am going to transform and then fly up and just kind of do like a little circle around the camp and just see if I can like see anything, like while still keeping an eye on the camp and everything.
Yeah, it's quite it's forested, but there's probably not thick amounts of forests in this mountainous region, so yeah, it shouldn't impede you too much. Yeah, you're able to keep a very effective watch. So yeah, but as I said before, going to sleep and upon waking up, you still have this kind of sense of unease and something is not quite right. But it kind of starts to lessen and leave as the sun rises in the morning, and then you
yeah, like before the sun rises, I'll land and turn back into myself and
yeah,
wake everybody up to get ready to move.
Yeah, so yeah, you kind of land, return to yourself, and as the sun rises, this sense of unease seems to go away, and you start to wake everyone up for another day of adventuring.
Adventure and mysteries.
Two of my favorite things. So yeah,
All right.
you all get up, make some scran.
Cook some heart.
Yeah.
Mark off a ration.
You can try and cook that troll heart if you want. Roll survival.
Currently refreshing because my rolls weren't working. Can someone roll it for me?
Yeah, I can go into your sheet and roll survival.
Thank you.
Here we go. You got a 11. Okay, so it's bad, but it's not going to upset your stomach. So yeah.
Anyone got any pepper?
It's pretty hard to stomach. So let's have you roll a Constitution check to kind of keep that down as well. I'll roll that for you. Oh wow, yeah, you know it tastes foul, but you know, yeah, with that natural 20, you're able to keep it down, and
I rolled natural 20. I can't even see it.
You gain 1d10 temporary hit points from eating this troll heart. So I'll roll that for you.
The legends were true.
8 temporary hit points for the day.
Can't complain about that.
But it tasted foul. You're gonna have that taste in your mouth for quite a while.
It tastes like power. And throw up.
No, you managed to keep it down, so there's no like throw up in your mouth, but yeah.
Oh no, it tastes like throw up.
Oh, okay, I get you.
I did not throw up.
Okay.
That beautiful flavor.
And yeah, it kind of puts out a horrible smell throughout the camp.
Well, it's a good thing we weren't staying here long.
Yeah. So
it's
yeah,
a good thing I didn't have it for dinner.
Anyone else up to anything? Maybe.
Nah, I'd just be breaking down my camp and
just not standing downwind from what Az is cooking.
I would be getting as far away from whatever the fuck Az is doing.
Yeah, it smells pretty bad. So yeah.
It's called cooking.
Yeah. As it probably notices, everyone is not standing downwind. But yeah. Maybe there's kind of a sense of, oh wow, you actually managed to stomach that from a few of them, but yeah.
I also have just so much color in my face that I normally don't have.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of it. A mix of lacking of color from it being gross, but a kind of color from the kind of vitality you get from that. Alright, so yeah, you break camp and head on out. What was that, sorry?
Has the camp changed any since the morning?
Looking at it from what you can see, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I got that test roll there. Okay. So yeah, it seems the same. Yeah. Yeah, so
right,
you
can we head out?
head on out. and push on ahead. So roll survival to navigate with advantage if Azza still helps you, Salah. Ooh. Oh, okay, that's a big plus. So yeah, you managed to make your way what seems to be the final stretch. However, it does take you quite a long time, and the path seems to open up, and eventually you kind of come across this area. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so let's move on to here. So this takes the majority of the day. So as you kind of arrive at this place, it's kind of like the last few hours of the day. So let's pull you all to this area.
How unfortunate to be at the site of a mystery and at its mercy at the coming night.
I'm gonna cast Gift of Alacrity on Kane again.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Let me know when you're all loaded in, and I'll place your tokens.
Can you give me that night vision, Salam?
Not yet. It's not night yet.
Everyone seems to be loaded in.
It seemed to last a long time. I didn't want to bother you later. Oh my god, this place is oof.
I can't see anything.
Yeah. Wait your turn.
It ain't pretty.
Okay, can everyone... Oh god, can everyone see? Okay, yeah, there we go.
I'm good.
Alright, let me read. Okay. So, as this place opens up, you are greeted by a village. The village is eerily quiet. Plants and wildlife have overtaken the crumbling houses. Leafless vines climb rotting walls. Birds and other small creatures nest in the exposed rafters, and gnarled trees protrude from the fallen roofs of a few buildings. The overcast sky adds to an air of oppression to the scene, seeming to envelop the village. Okay, I'm not really liking these walls here, so I think I might just delete them. Hold on. Bang. So yeah, it's the very end of the day, so daylight is fading, but there's enough of that twilight. Is it twilight? Yeah. That kind of the fading light is just about lighting this place up. But yeah, it is getting towards the end of the day.
We should find a place safe to camp, I suppose. Start our investigation in the morning.
I think that might be best.
There's still a few hours of light left. We might as well find where to put these flowers. Figure we can do that at least.
Yeah. Do we have enough light to walk around for a little bit?
Yeah. 1 square is 10 feet, by the way, so keep that in mind.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So yeah, a bit bigger than usual.
Does anyone remember where he said the grave was? It was in the middle of
lone
town.
tree.
Yeah, it was in like the hollow of a tree or something like that.
So I'll remind you. So the necklace locket thing was in the hollow of a tree, but the grave perhaps somewhere else. I may not have been very clear when I first told you, but yeah, that's the stick. That's the shtick.
It sounded like they were in the same place.
Yeah, my bad. No. So
where's the grave then?
This is a sizable village, so maybe there's a graveyard somewhere. Yeah, he probably would have mentioned a graveyard, let's say, when giving you this. So yeah, there's a graveyard somewhere, and the locket is placed in the hollow of a tree, which was somewhere important to them.
Wish he had been more specific. Should I just walk around the perimeter and start checking trees?
So, I mean, which way do you head?
If they said yes, I would go north and just start touching trees.
Yeah, I'm okay with skirting the town before we really go in.
All right, so which way are you heading? Left or right?
Left northish.
That way.
Lead the
Left.
way, Asa.
Oh, wait, 10 feet. Of course, I can't move my token. No, wait, I can't use the mouse, but I can use my keys.
Yeah,
Fascinating.
Foundry seems a bit borked. I think it's when I tried to activate or deactivate a module while things were going on.
Are like
any
the
knots?
walls?
Sorry? As a first.
Yeah.
Any knots?
You take a look over the tree. This tree looks dark and yeah, but it looks alive and it doesn't seem to have any hollows anywhere. I mean, you could have a closer look.
Should a tree that has a hollow be dead?
I don't know. Maybe. Investigate the tree. Roll investigation.
I hope.
Okay. You kind of give this tree a once over, and you don't notice any kind of hollow areas on it.
This could take a
And
while.
Rolo, what did you say?
As we're passing this broken house here, is there any like openings to it just to like peer in as we walk through to see if I catch anything?
On this particular house, it seems pretty much ruined and collapsed in on itself through lack of maintenance. That doesn't
Cool.
seem to, it doesn't seem to be of import.
Nothing that is ever important does. But I will keep moving with the party.
Okay, so you guys move on up and you kind of notice up ahead a kind of a crooked wrought iron archway kind of around this area. A wrought iron fence, sorry, around this area, and then an iron archway standing at the entrance to what looks to be a graveyard, which is very much overgrown like the rest of this village. Headstones sit at odd angles and some are toppled completely. Small cairns rather than inscribed headstones mark the graves towards the back.
Kane would bring out Mage Hand and see if is there a gate to the graveyard?
No. It's just an
Never mind
archway.
that then. Well, fellas, I believe we found this here graveyard. Should we start searching for Mr. Lucas's wife?
Yes, I believe her name was Lorna.
Okay. So yeah, you guys kind of together search the graveyard. As you kind of search through these gravestones, you begin to notice that a lot of them have the same kind of general year. Like there's some like variation for a few of them, but then there's a large number of them which seem to have the same year marked upon them. And then you do eventually come across one that is has towards the back, and this one kind of reads Lorna Grosvenor, beloved of Lucas forever, my heart.
Kane will walk up to that one and kind of use Mage Hand and clean it up a bit, take some of the weeds and stuff off, place the flowers down and go, well, darling, your husband sends his regards. He loves you and misses you very much. These are from him.
Okay, so you kind of place them down. Does anyone else say anything?
Yeah, I'll just kind of kneel over it and whisper, may the moon keep you in its loving embrace.
Lovely. Okay, as you all do that and then step away and perhaps have a moment of silence, you kind of hear the wind kind of whistle through the graveyard, and you swear you hear a soft, contented sigh kind of drift along on the wind.
If that was spooky or sweet.
Yeah.
Well, gotta think, the dead probably would like to be remembered, and this right here is a good deed.
Well, that's half of his request.
Yes, I think it's best we start searching for this locket now.
I gotta tell you, there's a lot of trees. I've definitely signed up for something more than I can handle.
Okay. So yeah, let's say you step out from the graveyard and then cast your eyes about for something of interest. Roll perception, just to like kind of cast your eyes out and look for something interesting.
Did he describe what the locket looks like to us?
I'll double check for you while you roll. It's just a thumb-sized platinum pendant with a thin chain, and there should be an inscription on it saying "For Lorna forever." So that he would have told you that much.
Okay. I'm gonna cast locate object.
All right. So
God.
yeah, you can do that. While everyone else tries to perceive. So we got a 5, and a 9. So the night is starting to set in, so you guys can't really make anything out. Alright, so Salam, you're able to cast locate object, so you describe it and blah blah blah, you're able to locate it. Okay, so you kind of center your focus, and yeah, it takes a while to focus. Something seems to be off as the night starts to creep in, but you kind of shake it off, and then you start to feel a ping coming from over here towards the center of the village. Yeah, center-ish. Okay.
The locket's over here. Follow me.
Roger.
Will do, darling.
Alright.
Going so fast.
So fast, so swift. Okay, I think there is a handout. Hold on, let me just dig that up.
It's an awful shame that the special place is dead. Better that the locket be with Lucas than remain here.
Azza, while you were reading that book that Lucas gave you, did it give you any hints on what was going on?
Yeah, I'm
Why,
gonna
maybe it did.
I'm gonna go through that at the start of when you start to make camp.
Okay.
Here we go. This is the tree you come across. A very big tree, very dead tree, but you know, it seems to be the place.
Every tree.
Alright, okay, where are we? Area, this one, yeah. So a bare tree stands on the lawn in front of this large mansion. Yeah. As you kind of follow the calling of the spell, you come across the west side of the tree, around the base of it, and you find a hollow knot in it. And it seems very well hidden. It seems to be stuffed with various things, dead leaves, bits of soil, empty nutshells, but as you kind of dig through that, you find what you are looking for. Inside the hollow rests a delicate necklace, a thumb-sized platinum oval pendant threaded on a thin chain, inscribed with the words "For Lorna forever" in careful script.
Fine work again, Salam.
Yeah. It looks to be a very nice piece, probably fetch around 20 gold pieces if you were to sell it, but
Now!
But no, you are here for a specific purpose of retrieving this item. But yeah.
Okay. I'll slip it into my pack.
Okay. Alright. So yeah, you have found the locket, and night is quickly approaching.
There's that. Do you want to find a place to camp? I don't know if camping in this town would necessarily be the best idea. I think we should probably camp outside of it.
Agreed. There's certainly no structures left habitable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like there's a clearing out here to the north, maybe.
Yeah, you can head up kind of this area. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so you kind of start heading out towards the top of the village to find a little place away. On the way out, you come across what looks to be a merchant's cart. The road heading northwest out of the village is soon overcome by overgrowth and disuse. Not too far past the graveyard, a cart stands abandoned in the middle of the road, covered with a heavy tarp.
Want to have a peek?
Kane's mage hand is already going towards the tarp.
Alright.
My face is within striking distance of anything.
Kane's mage hand will pull the tarp off really fast while as it stands there.
Okay, under the tarp are boxes, barrels, and trunks. Many of these containers are broken and empty. The few that remain carry salted, dry meats. Still edible, but probably not very tasty. 3 bolts of fabric, probably worth 10 gold pieces each. And 2 small casks of wine, 25 gold pieces each. Anything else you'd have to spend some time kind of looking around, investigating properly through the things. But yeah, I'll copy and paste this into chat for you. Just make sure it's not got any spoilers in there, anything about Tarasques or anything. Should be good. There we go.
But my last gold, something in here can kill me.
So yeah, like an investigation or survival check would provide further information.
Kane will investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do a survival check.
I'm gonna back up.
Survival. Yeah, with an 11 you don't really find anything else. Kane, as you investigate this cart, you kind of go over and everything's pretty standard. You start looking around the driver's area, and as you kind of investigate this part, you find that the driver's seat is a little bit loose. So you kind of investigate this further and find that it lifts up to reveal a compartment. Inside this compartment is a pouch containing 15 gold pieces and a ledger listing sales in settlements around the area.
Alright, Kane will take them both. He'll kind of throw the coin pouch up a little bit, catch it. Well, gentlemen, I believe I found this a little more pocket change.
Yeah. Is
I
anyone
imagine
else?
we can make better use of it than whoever it belongs to.
Is it just Salam and Kane doing rolls? Azar, I know you kind of backed off. What about Rolo?
Yeah, I definitely come around, just kind of scanning the area and then look around at the cart.
Good find, Kane. Good find.
Going through the ledger, would anything stand out to me? Like the last time a sale was made outside of town?
Yeah.
It seems to be relatively recent, a lot more recent than you would expect for some place as abandoned as it is. Yeah, so it's recent, but yeah. Yeah, so Rolo, you don't find anything, unfortunately. Yeah, but this thing just looks to be abandoned. All the loot and items still within the cart.
Azza, do you think you'll be able to carry those casks of wine?
Not back along the mountain path we took. That climb was backbreaking as it was. If they found another way down, then yes.
How big are they?
I'm not sure how big is a normal cask of wine.
I imagine big, but
Yeah, well,
It says
maybe.
2 small casks, though.
Yeah,
right, you're right.
small cask of wine.
Eggs. Let's just have a kegger here. Also, not much of a wine aficionado, but doesn't wine, if it's not aging, it's rotting? Like, can't wine go bad?
I'm not
I
sure.
couldn't tell you.
Not all old wine is good wine.
Let's have a look. It's probably small, so do you reckon it's a firkin or a pin? I don't. Let's say it's the smallest one, so like 4 gallons, 15 liters of wine.
Okay.
So
I could carry those.
it's probably carryable, yeah.
Yeah, I'll kind of like lash them to my pack.
Kane will help tie them to the outside of Salam's pack.
So there was the salted meat as well, so you could probably scrounge together like maybe, let's say, 2 days of rations each.
And Kane, since his pack is pretty empty, he'll put the 3 bolts of fabric in there.
Great. Alright, and then you kind of continue into the forest.
Be careful. The forest is where Lucas found his wife. It could be getting closer to its lair, but no guarantees of anything.
I think we should search these houses when sun comes up, just to see if that troll was residing here.
Yeah, with the
This was almost a full day's travel away from where we fought that troll.
I would also say that I wouldn't trust the roof to not fall on your head.
Yeah, these places look pretty beat up.
I wonder if someone else was here recently. I mean, you said the dates on that ledger were pretty recent. At least compared to what you'd expect.
That's right, and it seems as if the hottest selling item was a baby oil.
Okay, let's just put you guys over here as you kind of take up camp on the outskirts, I guess.
Camp.
Yeah, so you make a little bit of ways outside this village, but close enough to easily get back into it, and then you kind of set up camp, right?
Yep.
All right, yeah. What's the watch order?
Asa, why don't you go first?
Gladly.
Cool. Yeah, wake me next.
And
Will do.
I'll cast Eyes of Night so he has dark vision.
Salam, you want last
Wow.
watch?
Sure.
Alright, I'll
I
take
see
30.
everything.
Everything's in grayscale, though.
I see all the gray.
All 50 shades of it.
Oof.
All right, roll your perception checks, please. 18. Very good.
Best one of the day.
Okay, so again, you guys set up rest. Salam, again, you feel that unease starting to creep in, and it takes a long time to get to sleep, and in fact, that happens to all of you as well. It takes a long time to fall asleep. Okay, so yeah, Azza, you have watch. Nothing seems to come out. But this place, something ain't right. Rolo, the same. Kane, the same. Salam.
Those towns never feel right.
Okay, Salam. So, second night of uneasy rest. It doesn't quite. It's taking its toll on you. So, after a while, you kind of start to drift off to sleep, and at some point everyone is asleep, and it is not a restful sleep at all. Okay, as you kind of like drift off into sleep, you start to toss and turn as you are plagued by a nightmare. The echoes of screams start ringing out, and very quickly you identify these as the screams of terrified children. You start getting flashbacks of someone large and strong, looming over you and beating you with a sturdy rod, and then it flashes forwards and you are running through the wilderness, fleeing for your life. Over to Kane, you are surrounded by darkness in your slumber, which is normal, but then your heart starts to race and you realize that it is dark because you are surrounded by earth once again, buried alive. Rolo, you find yourself confronted by perhaps a previous quarry or mark in combat. You find yourself losing the battle, so you dig deep and call upon your giant ability to grow in size and overcome your opponent. However, instead of growing larger, you start to grow smaller and smaller until you shrink into nothingness, and your wealth, your accomplishments similarly shrink into nothingness, and it is as if you never existed at all. Salam, you find yourself running through a dark forest, and you hear the calls of familiar voices. Perhaps they are the moon dryads you once knew. You run towards them, however you stumble and fall into darkness, and you fall into a pit, and just thousands and thousands of sprites descend upon you, claiming that you are truly not a good person and not a priest of, what was it, sorry?
Saloon.
Saloon, yes, and you're truly not a worthy person to be working under such a icon of goodness. And yes, you all start awake, screaming, shaking, a cold sweat, and all of you must make a wisdom saving throw, please. Oh yeah, Chadwick as well. No wait, hold on.
He dreams of us.
Okay, Salam, you're good. Azza, let's get back to you.
No.
Kane,
No!
yeah, you're good. Rolo, ooh, not quite. So you all wake up, cold sweat, shaking from this nightmare you just witnessed. Rolo and Azza, you are exhausted from this experience, and you have 1 level of exhaustion. And you all look about you, and you find everything is as you left it, but one thing. Chadwick is missing. And that is where we will leave today's session. Yes, so yeah. Ooh, cliffhanger, baby. And yeah, no session next week, I'm afraid. We'll have to wait until next year to find out what happens. But yeah, what a way to end things. Yes, nightmares, exhaustion, and Chadwick missing.
Question: would I have been able to use my inspiration to reroll that?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Usually, do you need to do it before the call is made, or?
That's
No.
a great fucking question.
No?
No, that's the cool thing with inspiration is you can decide after you roll.
Okay,
to use
yeah,
it.
alright then. So yeah, you can use your inspiration.
Oh,
Alright,
fuck.
what's
Never mind.
I want it to be feared. It's fine.
Yeah, so...
what's 1 point of exhaustion? Disadvantage on everything?
Just on
checks,
skill
I
checks.
think. Yeah, skill checks. So yeah, let's add
I
this
don't
to
even
you
use this.
guys. Do I have thing for exhaustion? I don't think so.
There's an exhaustion thing on your character sheet on the front page.
Yeah. I'll just put a pip on you guys as well. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so yeah, that's where we will leave it for this week. So yeah. Any
Dope.
closing comments? Any shout outs?
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Thank you for DMing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy holidays, or Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll be returning. Yeah, we'll be staying on Tuesdays, so I presume our next session will be on January 4th. Yeah, so
Sweet.
look out for that, drop a follow, and see what happens to poor old Chadwick.
Thanks for DMing as always. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had a good time. Really sorry about those 2 crits.
Dude,
That
I
was
told you
rough.
I'm just gonna roll a backup character right now.
Uh-huh.
Fucking Salam is cursed. Like
Maybe that's the
least,
secret. Maybe he's cursed and you're just unaware.
at
Maybe.
least 50% of the attacks against him have been crits this campaign. Like it's fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
It has been pretty bad.
It adds character.
Yeah. Character building, yeah. Alright, so yeah. If that's everything, any shout outs?
Yeah, misguided_misfits at Twitch.
Nice.
I have no idea how long I've been playing in campaigns with y'all, but it's been an awesome year. Thank you
Yeah,
for-
absolutely. We'll be getting back to Icewind Dale in the new year as well, so yeah. Excellent. We'll be
Yep.
having plenty of D&D in the new year. So yeah, keep an eye out for that on here and over at twitch.tv/Hockensprocken for Icewind Dale. We're on the last chapter of that, and yeah, looking forward to seeing that one to the end. So yeah, enjoy your Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you in the near future. So yeah, goodbye and take care.
Peace.